All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of this great millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Now, if you are in the truth, you know this history, but this video sparked my spirit and I wanted to do a video on this video. And Godfrey, he's spitting right now. So I'm gonna allow him to talk and get scriptures in between, and Lord willing, this be edifying.
You just don't like black people. Plain and motherfucking simple. You do not like black people. It is very obvious. For hundreds of years, we've been the most hated.
Thousands. But let me get a scripture real quick. Because here's the thing. The Lord set up this fight between the wicked and the righteous from the beginning. So the serpent that was in the garden got the same spirit of Esau today. And we know that through spiritual discernment, because spirits don't die. Okay? And if you are able to destroy a spirit, that means you're able to destroy the Most High, and that's not possible. So Genesis 3:15, I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed, and it shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. All right? So the enmity, let's look up the word enmity. And it's ayaba. And when you get it, let me see what it say in the Strongs. It say hostility, enmity, hatred. That's all I need. Enmity, hatred. Okay. So ayaba, and then let's get to the root word ayab. To be hostile, to be an enemy. All right. So if you can't tell that Jacob and Esau are enemies, which Esau is the self-proclaimed white people, and Jacob is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the blacks, so-called blacks being the head tribe, and that's why they go through the most, and they be oppressed the most. But all the tribes have been oppressed by this devil.
The most, right? The most hated. But within that hatred comes the hypocrisy of loving our culture. You've made trillions off of our motherfucking culture. You know that. You made money off our culture. Let's be real. 100%. You made money off.
100%. Yeah, so, this is why the Lord said this through prophet Isaiah. It said, wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. All right. So let's get a couple words out of this, because they do make money off our culture. And guess what? You love it so, because you don't do nothing against it. You don't come back to the Lord. You know, you don't boycott. You're like, shit, the devil paying me pretty good to be, to be chucking and jiving, shucking and driving. So I shock. All right. And extortion. See? Unjust gain, extortion, oppression, things deceitfully gotten. Let's get another one. Oppression, extortion, injury, oppression, extortion. Let's look up this word, extortion. The practice of obtaining something, especially money, through force or threats. He used bribery, extortion. He built himself. All right. And another thing about extortion, right, is that our people, when they get into Hollywood, and after they taste a little bit of the goodies, that's when the extortion start to come, and that's how the devil, he shame you by his possessions. He wiggle his possessions in front of you, and you like, oh shit, I never had this before, and then boom, he got you. And that's why Yahweh Shai, the scripture that said, what is a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? Let's get another word. Perverseness. I think perverseness is just wickedness. But lawaz, Lawaz said to turn aside, because, and that's another thing too. You turn aside judgment, which means that you put off your morals, to get the goodies, So what it really means to sell your soul is that you put away your morals to go after your desires. So that means that you would do whatever. But oops, get that out of here.
Our culture, white musicians, all of them have made money off of black fucking culture. All of rock.
Let me get something real quick. Because all you are to these people is a song and dance. So it says, Psalms 137:3, it said, For there they that carried us away captive require of us a song, and they that wasted us require of us mirth. So we are their entertainment value. That's all they look at you as. The reason that a Michael Jordan, a LeBron James, or a famous musician, actor, Denzel Washington, all of them, the Edomites love you because you are a form of entertainment. But when you are a regular 9-to-5 man, so-called Black, Latino, Native American man, they despise you. All right. So that's why you don't see these celebrities getting blown away by the police. The police will pull them over if they even get pulled over and be like, oh my God, LeBron James, man. Hey, man, go ahead. Matter of fact, can I get your autograph? And then he'll go ahead and he'll say, oh, have a nice day. Yo ass, you don't know if you're going to make it.
All of jazz motherfuckers, all the shit we created from the oppression, which is fucked up in itself. The oppression and the fucking abuse and the rape and the putting down of us. We create blues, jazz, rock and roll, reggae, ska. We invent all of that shit. And to top it off, we invent all the modern shit that you all use. From the video game cartridge, Henry Lawson. We got the pacemaker, Otis Boykin. We have the late Dr. Bath, who created the laser eye surgery. We have Dr. Gladys, who's still alive, who's almost 80 years old, who created GPS. We have the guy who created the algorithm for Instagram, who's a 21-year-old Ghanaian kid. We've done all this shit. Then the internet was discovered by a Nigerian guy in the 80s.
Yep. And also the internet by a man named the cell phone, Henry T. Sampson, all right, the internet. That's where they got the concept of the cell phone, like you say, in the internet. But yeah, and the Lord said this: the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name. We are the former of all things. Okay, so I'm gonna look up this word former. Yatazar. And so, let me see. To mold into a form, which is creating, especially a potter, figuratively to determine, all right, earthen, fashion, form, frame, make. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is what we do. We are the former of all things. All right, you're not going to be the children of Yasharallah, all right, the children of Yahweh, and not be the creators of all these things. But not to get too deep. Now, I ain't even gonna go that deep because that's not for this video.
All of this innovation, even though we've been shit on and continue to be shit on every motherfucking day, right?
Why? Well, let's get why. We'll jump around in this chapter. So verse 15, but it shall come to pass, if you will now hearken unto the voice of Yahweh your power, to observe to do all his commandments and the statutes which I command you this day, all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you. Curse shall you be in the city, curse shall you be in the field. Matthew 13:38 say that the field is the world. So wherever Israelites are at, they're cursed. All right. Where's the one that you'll be pressed always? Let's see. 29, and you shall grope at noonday, and blind gropeth in the darkness, which means that you don't know which way to turn. All right. And you shall not prosper in your ways, and you shall be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save you. All right. That's why we still over here. That's why we still catching hell. But Yahweh Shai is the only one that's going to be able to save us. maybe 65, I want to say. I'm going to go back to the video.
Because nobody wants us to live anywhere. Nobody wants us to have this unless we're playing sports for them. Like I said, unless we're academically, right? No, I'm sorry, athletically or sexually satisfying motherfuckers. That's all black people are good for. We're supposed.
All you are, that's the scripture that I read, is their song and dance, form and entertainment value. Okay? And they hate us because they ain't us. But no, real talk though. But like, they don't have no salt. And also, one of the main reasons why they hate us, I think I'm gonna jump straight to the point. No, I'm gonna jump around. No, I'm gonna get straight to the point. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, so when our forefather, Isaac blessed Jacob, he gave him everything. All right. So Esau was mad because he got beguiled because Jacob had to fulfill his name, Ya'iqab, which means supplanter, all right, a trickster. But that's because the Lord, hey, this is the Lord's movie, and this was a plot twist in the Lord's movie, that's all. And first of all, 2 chapters back, Esau sold his birthright for red pottage. So Esau acting like he must have forgot. But anyways, back to the point is that Jacob received a blessing. And Esau said in his heart, the days of my mourning of my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she went and called Jacob her son, and unto him, behold, your brother Esau is touching you. Do comfort himself by proposing to kill you. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise, flee thou to Laban, my brother, to Haran, and tarry with him a few days until your brother's fury turn away. All right. Until your brother's anger turn away from you, he forget that which you has done to him. Then will I send and fetch you from thence. Why should I deprive also of you both in one day? All right. So yeah. So Esau, he ain't us. He hate that he ain't us. He sold his birthright, and now he actually regret it. Okay. But the Lord put the spirit on him to do that because the birthright was never his. As it said in Romans 9, before they was even born, done any good or evil. All right. So the Lord chose Jacob.
To be at people's beck and fucking call when they want us to entertain them or make them some kind of money. But if we ask for being autonomously wealthy on our own, being autonomously having our own shit, all of a sudden, everybody pitches a bitch. Everybody has a fucking hissy fit. People get mad when we want to. You don't want us in your neighborhood. You don't want us in your schools. You don't want us doing anything. But then when we say, hey, okay, that's cool. Because Muhammad Ali said in the 60s, he said, hey, man, I think we should have our own state. I don't want to live amongst you motherfuckers. They were like, well, why not? You don't want us around. You're segregating everything. And then as soon as we want to go, white people start panicking. White people panic. But, we don't want to be around you so you can call us niggas, and we're tired of white cops shooting us. We're tired of this piss.
Now, the reason I'm not getting scriptures right now because it's too many to get, and to summarize everything that he's saying. Number one, the curses said that we're going to have to go to him for one of all things. And whatever kingdom that you are in, you are as great as your servants. So Esau knows that. We are the biggest consumers. So all that go back to Africa crap, this whole economy will implode if we so-called all went back to Africa, even though we're not from there, we're from Jerusalem. We went into Africa fleeing Roman persecution. All right. So the curses is that we're going to go to him for one of all things. All right. And Esau knows that he need us. But now we at the end where he feel like, all right, I don't need them no more. Because even though I'm getting off topic, but when it comes to the digital implant, right, you have to ask yourself this. Esau want his blessing back. Why would he keep Israelites alive? If you have an Israelite man alive, because remember back in the time of Egypt, the Pharaoh wanted the midwife to kill all the Hebrew baby boys, all right? Because we carry the seed. Why would he want a seed of an Israelite on the earth? Ask yourself that. But let's go back a little bit.
Don't want us doing anything. But then when we say, hey, okay, that's cool, because Muhammad Ali said in the 60s, he said, hey, man, I think we should have our own state. I don't want to live amongst you motherfuckers. They were like, well, why not? You don't want us around. You're segregating everything. And then as soon as we want to go, white people start panicking.
Yeah, they start panicking because they realize, number one, their entertainment value went away. As the scripture said, we are the salt of the earth. All right. They steal everything from us, and then we the biggest consumers. We the one. Oh, there we go. Knew the spirit's gonna hit me because there was a scripture that I was thinking of. The nations know this, and it's also in the curses, so we have to speak on it. So Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore, you should serve your enemies, which Yahweh shall send against you, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron around your neck till he have destroyed you. I think it's 43. I'm looking for, because I quoted that already. There we go. The stranger that is within you should get up above you very high, and you should become very low. He shall lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. He should be the head, and you should be the tail. You think these nations don't understand that? Damn, every time I go into the urban neighborhoods, I make money hand over fist. All right, that's why you got Moab, with all the weave salons around the hood. You have the liquor stores around the hood, Ishmael and Elam. All right, convenience stores, gas stations. All right, Chinatown. Because our people love to eat, and the nail salon. Our women love getting their nails and hair done, and feet done, eyelashes and shit. So the nations make money head over fist. So hell yeah, they get upset when you want to leave. And the scripture said we're gonna be oppressed always until he comes.
People panic. But, we don't want to be around you, so you can call us niggas, and we're tired of white cops shooting us. We're tired of this pissing contest that these white cops have.
And it's really a hate-love relationship, because it's like you hate us, but you can't live without us, and you want to be us. So, like Paul Mooney said, everybody want to be a nigga, but what'd he say? Shit, hold on, it's slipping me. Damn. Everybody want to be a nigga, but everybody don't want to be a nigga. It's something like that. But basically what he's saying is that you don't want the things that come with being a nigga, but you want the abilities that a nigga have.
Because they're afraid of black dicks for some fucking reason. Because most of this shit is black dick envy.
And they used to cut off our rods in slavery, put it in a damn jar and keep it as a souvenir. So, like I said, everything that this man is saying is facts. That's why I wanted to make a video on it and then get some scriptures that, come to my head. Because I ain't set up no scriptures for this. As soon as I seen it, I push record.
Tired of that shit. So what about this? Why don't we just give us what you owe us, and we can go on and do our own shit?
Hey, man, hopefully this video is edifying and the truth just continue to keep on coming out. And I'm ending on this. Because really what's going on is that, I'm going to let the scripture say it. You are filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let your foreskin be uncovered. The cups of Yahweh's right hand should turn unto you. A shameful spewing should be on your glory. So that's why all these nations are speaking against you. You're being exposed on all sides, and everything that you got, everybody's saying you stole it, which is true. You don't have a history. You a culture vulture. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Damn it. I got to end it on this. I just realized how the hell I forget. See, that's a spirit though. He ain't let me forget because I'm getting it now. So it says, get straight to the point. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So he oppress a man in his house and every man his heritage, because he steal it. He steal everything. Shalom.